Gaia is full of abundant food, water, deliciousness, but what do you do when you get so much that you're overwhelmed? I'm going to show you. Here is a serious haul from one of the it's a community farm service here in Tucson. Red bell peppers, tomatoes of all kinds, potatoes, squash, zucchini. We're going to just dehydrate a whole lot of this. Red bell peppers are easy. Slice them, seed them, put them in the dehydrator at about 140 for 8 hours. When you check on them, some of them may still be a little bit wet. Stick them back in there, give them another go. And don't worry about making sure everything is perfect. Cut your stuff up, put it in the dehydrator, dry it, jar it. Here we have some beautiful raisins and bell peppers. The raisins are on the bottom, the bell peppers are on the top. It was combination so we don't waste energy or anything like that. Grapes that were done at a higher temperature, so these were done at 150. They're still pliable and sweet. We just put them in a jar, take the air out, perfect. What about when you get things that aren't perfect? Cut the bad spots off, cut the mold off, wash them really good. With zucchini, you need to skin it because if you dry it with the skin on, it's very, very bitter. So I washed these, trimmed off any bad things, took the rinds off and put them in the dehydrator. They're a little thick, but that's okay. I just put them at a higher heat for about 12 hours. And anytime you check it and it's not done, just do it again. One of the things you're going to want to have in your pantry that's dried, healthy, and easy to add to almost anything, whether it's soups, stews, stir fries, make a slaw, is Brussels sprouts. So Brussels sprouts are fantastic. What I have here is a bag of organic Brussels sprout. I harvested this at Costco, and I want to show you how simple this can go. We're going to take off the stem end. We're going to cut it right about here. And then we're going to cut these, and I have experimented and found that it works better to go on the vertical than it is to cut on the horizontal. And the reason is that it stays together better in the dehydrator. So this becomes this. Very nice. And here's my pile of waste that will go in the compost, and that becomes this, which will go straight into the dehydrator. I will dehydrate these at about 140 degrees, give or take, for about 8 hours, and then check everything to make sure that it's very dry. And that will become this. Isn't that gorgeous? That right there is almost a bag, a full bag of the Brussels sprout. I can measure some out if I want to make slaw, for instance. I would use, about a third to a half of a jar. Rehydrate it, mix it in with my rehydrated celery, onion, carrot, a little fresh mayo, and I have a good slaw. Or I might rehydrate and then use it in stir fry. Pour it in exactly as it is and allow it to rehydrate in broth, which is delicious. And I've got an excellent healthy addition to soup roasts or pot roasts or something like that. I can do it either on the stove, in the oven, or in the crock pot. Let's take a look at these gorgeous Roma tomatoes. There's so many, and plum tomatoes are delicious to put on salads and all, but I need to do something with all of these. I have 25 pounds. So I'm going to sort them, wash them, get rid of anything that is in bad shape, and stuff. I don't care if it's got a little bit of modeling on the bottom or whatever, but I don't want it to be um, moldy or gross. Yeah, gross. So here's what I'm doing. One, I'm going to make them in the oven. I've seeded them. Now this is just the flesh and the rind. Salt, pepper, and oregano. Put them in the oven. I'm going to let some of them just cook enough or dry enough that they're leathery, and still you can still squeeze them a little. They're still tenderish, and then those are going to get jarred with some olive oil, and I'll have sun-dried tomatoes. The rest of them are going to get dried until they're crisp. Then I put them into my NutriBullet. I grind them into powder, and they become a very, very concentrated flavor agent, barbecue sauce, spaghetti, whatever you want to do with tomato. That's a great way to do it. And that's very light, and it takes up a tiny little bit of room. Powder is a superfood. So if they're pliable like this, that's perfect for your sun-dried tomatoes. But back into the oven they go until they're really dry. And they need to be really dry. They can't be wet. Tomato powder, fantastic. Carrots are easy, potatoes are easy. These are root vegetables are essentials for dehydration and for rehydration for uh, the whole entire fall and winter, spring. So put them in the dehydrator, put them in the oven, do what you do, skin them, slice them. But these are going to be super easy and versatile for many, many dishes through the cold months. And they are light and they take up no room. It's easy to dismiss something as simple as the humble carrot, and yet, what sweet, earthy, rooty flavor, texture, and filling this provides when you do this, say, in a stew, a soup. You can hydrate these easily, and then I love to mash them and serve them with grated ginger, maple syrup, and butter. So this is kind of the goal, right? Joyful abundance that makes a person feel a little more stable, maybe have a little bit more of a cushion, and also have stuff to share within their community as things get tougher or as things maybe are harder to come by. Some things you can store for quite a while as they are. Some things are very, very transitional, and you must take care of them as quick as you can, like these gorgeous mangoes. These need to be processed right away and eaten. The same with the cantaloupe. Some seeds and pieces can be kept for years or seasons and put away, like these heirloom seeds here for melons. Some things you can harvest at your grocery store. This was a wonderful buy. I found them first at $15, marked down to $11, and then marked down to $5. So I bought enough for us to have fruit for the coming seasons. It's nice to have sweets and things like that as times get tougher. This is kind of the backbone of our canned goods. We have all kinds of things. Here are some yellow wax potatoes, red and white, and sweet potato. I'm not a girl who can exist on beans and rice indefinitely. That makes me angry and sad. And I think to myself, what else would I like to eat? What would I like to cook with? So I have butternut squash. This is so easy to throw into some broth in the crock pot, let it rehydrate and cook down, add in some cream, maybe some butter, a little salt, use the immersion blender and create a lovely velvety soup for, well, good through the cold months especially, but you could eat it any time. Celery, something I love and I cook with and I eat all the time. Easily dehydrated. This is so light. There's no weight to this. So you're not, if you're in a space like I am where you're worried about how much weight you're bringing into the house, dehydrating is the way to go. Here is a full container, one of the big ones from Costco, of spinach. I can throw that into frittatas, omelets, soups, stews, lasagna, pasta. The same with zucchini. This is an easy one for you to simply cut into thin strips, lay into the oven or the dehydrator, rehydrate, or make sure that it's very, very dry and you grind it into flour. It makes an excellent gluten-free flour for baking anything. Red bell pepper. This is a good thing for adding lots of flavor without heat to many dishes, but also you can make sure that you're fending off things like scurvy because they're rich in vitamin C. I use this. This is the easiest thing in the world. You're just going to use that, put it right onto your lids, and it's going to, see, can't push it down. Put your ring on it, and together these things, all these potatoes, all of this is going to weigh in at about 4 pounds. If I canned it, I'd be looking at easily at 10 pounds. So this is the goal right here. Constantly building the pantry, constantly creating security, stability, and I can feed not only myself and my own, but I can put into my community, and it doesn't have to take up an immense amount of your space. It doesn't have to weigh a ton. You don't have to be an expert canner. You just keep on harvesting what you can, putting it into the jars, making yourself a nice little bulwark against times when you don't have any. This will be good for wintertime for making fire cider. Those are some beautiful chilies. I've got 10 pounds of onions in there, and now they weigh, maybe a pound. We've got jalapenos dried, mushrooms. There's bulgur wheat, barley. Here are berries, potatoes, growing the garden here in the indoors where we can have fresh food. And as always, making sure that we're looking toward the future and saving things like seeds. So this was kind of the direction I wanted to take you in for this moment we're living in, where everything feels insecure and scary. These are the things we can do to create abundance, create security and stability within our communities, create a joyfulness that we know that we're going to be okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you again. This will be part of the 30 days, 30 videos series, so please keep coming back. Like, subscribe, share if you can. Love you so much.